Hello everybody and welcome back to Kenny's Tour Review. I'm starting to... This is interesting. So the customer has a new blower motor installed. The resistor and the fan switch all been replaced, but the setting only works on 3. But I can feel it coming out on 1 right now. It's not coming out. Yeah, you turn it on. It comes out. On 2, it works. On 3, it works. On 4, it doesn't work. Okay, so it seems to be the problem is that it doesn't work on 4. Maybe the customer can't feel it on 2 and on 1. Oh, now it works on 4. Oh my god. Huh. Gotta fuck with this switch. Interesting, it worked on 4 one time. Alright, I'm gonna bring it in, check it out. Obviously not already what they've said, because it does work on 1 and 2, but it definitely does not work on 4 all the time, except for that one freaking time, which doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna go look up. Alright, I'm gonna bring it in and I'm gonna look up a wiring diagram. I love these ones where other people try to do stuff and they can't figure it out. My favorite. Alright, sadly, even though I want it to be something good, I know who was the guy that touched this said stuff here, and he's kind of not smart. So we'll go over here. So we know 1 through 3 is working, and we know that 4, aka high, is not working. So if we follow 4, all 4 does on the switch is close this relay. It energizes this coil of wire here, which closes the relay and then pulls juice from this separate fuse all the way through here and down into the blower motor. Now, I don't think the fuse is bad, because one of the times when I was fiddling with it, that it came on 4. So the fuse can't work there. What can't happen, what is not happening, is that this is not working, this relay, which normally isn't in a lot of cars. You don't see that. And then if we go through medium gets its power from this fuse, goes through this switch, comes down into this wire, which is one side of the blower motor resistor, but also feeds this. You can see low here goes to nothing. That's because low would just be this side of the blower motor. And then medium goes through here, and then they both converge and they make more speed. And the same thing with the other medium, vice versa. And they all get their power from this fuse. But if you follow it, it does not close the relay. It goes through this normally closed all the time relay, so that 87A, where it's normally closed, or normally it is resting position. I shouldn't say normally closed, because it's closed both ways technically. And this doesn't need to be energized for that to work. So I'm gonna go find that. It says it's at the center rear of engine compartment, so we'll go find that now. All right, so I actually gotta check this. My back probed on an orange wire. I'm not sure actually which one it is right now. And I've got the car on. And it's on 4, you can see. So technically 2 of these orange wires should have, both of them should have power on them. And I don't have power on this one. Either that or I've got a bad ground, which is possible. Put it right to the battery. Nope. Check my light. See, my light works. have anything coming here. Oop. I just fondled it. Now, was it my back probe? Possibly. The fan's not running still, so we'll say that the back probe was the problem. The big honking orange one right here, I would assume, is the load side of the circuit, where this is a smaller gauge wire. So I got plenty of power. The next thing I would want to see is if I've got good ground on this black wire here. So, all right, everybody. I'm on that black wire right there. And as you can see, there's plenty of ground. I'm going to go return on the light, make sure there's still power here. Okay, car's on. It's still on 4 and all that stuff. I've got both lights. This should be on, so there should be power coming out of the purple wire, which we know the purple wire is okay because the fan does run. So, you know, next I'll check for power out of the purple wire. All right, as you can see, there is no purple power coming. There's no power coming out of the purple wire at the relay. And then we'll turn it to 3. You can hear the light, you can hear the fan. You can see the light. So we're not really worried about that. It pretty much needs this relay here. The last step, I'm going to make sure it runs on high. I'm just going to connect the orange wire to the purple wire with a jumper lead. It is a fuse circuit, so it shouldn't matter as far as running a fuse jumper wire. Okay, everybody, I'm back probed on those 2 wires, and then if I put this in here, you can hear the blower motor right there running. So yeah, it needs a blower motor resistor. I guess I should have 2 last steps. One is making sure nothing is wicked corroded in here before I just call the relay itself. And the last one is I'm going to go turn it on, and then I'm going to whack this thing and see if it turns on. So I'm doing this back probed, and I didn't unplug it yet because I didn't want to disturb it too much. We'll fix it. So there we're on 4. Gonna give it the old Fonzarelli. There you go. Needs a blow motor relay in this case, which is really rare. You never really see a relay like that. So, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. I'll put this on both channels, maybe not, I don't know. It needs to go on CAN Bus Kenny. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Have a great day. I did forget one thing, and I'm glad I found it. You want to check for pin fitment issues. You can see that this one over here, there's a little bit of melty plastic on top of it. So this may be your issue, because when I check it with a pin of equal size to what the relay has, this orange one right here with the meltiness doesn't really fit the best. It does fit, but it doesn't fit the best. So I'm going to make sure I adjust that pin a little bit, and I'm still going to replace the relay. Just make sure that it doesn't become a problem in the future. So just want to add that last little bit in there. I'd like to thank you for watching. Have a great day.